ladies and gentlemen, we now begin with the business matching session with BNI Ventures featuring 14 startups.
And you may book a 20-minute slot to talk to any startup throughout the session with our web app. So a QR code is going to be displayed on the screen, and you can scan the code later and then book the slot with any of your preferred startup. Can we display the code right now? There you go. So feel free to scan it, go into the web app, and book a session with one of your preferred startups.
A very important brief for our startups. Each startup will have 4 minutes for pitching and 3 minutes for Q&A session. When the bell rings, it means your pitching time is over. At that moment, we will stop the presentation and move directly to the Q&A session. So without further ado, we will begin with our first startup. We'll invite Blitz. Blitz, the floor is yours.
Do I have a clicker?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I can use that one. Test. Oh, we go. Okay. It would help if I knew where I was directing it to. It seems to work on its own. Jadi bisa kembali ya Pak, dua slide-nya. Okay. Kita mulai. Hi everyone, my name is Savi. I'm the founder of Blitz. As it says over there, we are Indonesia's largest delivery enabler, specifically express delivery enabler. And the unique thing about our service is it's entirely on electric vehicles. You see, many of you may not even realize, but next slide. But we actually deliver a lot of your products unbeknownst to all you folks. And that's because, next slide, our product is entirely, next slide. Our product is entirely white labeled. That means every single client that we have, they white label our services, they white label our drivers, our tech tools, and our vehicles to deliver the goods to you. It is entirely customizable. So next time you order pizza from your favorite pizza shop, coffee from your coffee shop, or telemedicine from your favorite telemedicine provider, it is likely driven on our tech, our drivers, and our EVs. Next slide. Next slide. This slide just basically covers some of the OEMs that we work with to ensure that EV adoption can be pushed through. You see, we figured out that rather than forcing EVs on customers, it's better to use it for commercial usage where EVs are a lot cheaper and the end beneficiaries end up becoming the drivers directly themselves. Our drivers experience far higher incomes because they have far fewer operating costs made possible thanks to our EV financing for said work. Next slide. Here, as you can see, we work with some of the largest enterprises in not just the country, but actually the entire region. From your food and beverage outlets to your medicine companies, pharmacies, e-commerce giants, so on and so forth. Next slide, please. Till date, we've done about 15 million deliveries. We covered the entire region of Indonesia, 60 plus expansive cities for 70 plus of the largest customers that you probably all order from. Next slide. And as I mentioned, one of the most impactful things for us and our impactful metric is that we ensure all of our riders are actually earning far more than the baseline average in the market. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Our core strengths are our tech stack as well as our high SLA operations. Next slide. We are 4 of us, and we are 125 strong. So if any of you in the room have delivery needs, EV financing needs, feel free to reach out to me later. Next slide. Some of our more prominent investors are listed here. We've been featured in numerous publications as well. And because we're probably delivering for your competitors or for your favorite product sellers, happy to talk to anybody that would love to collaborate afterwards. Thank you. Next slide.
You're done?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So you may remain on the stage. So we're going to start the Q&A session. Any questions?
Any questions on the EVs or the drivers or the clients or the coffee or the pizzas? I think we're good.
Oh, there's somebody there? Can somebody give the microphone? Right. Okay. Please. You can mention your name and then straight to your question.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Chandra. So I want to ask about the white label part. Can you like explain it more?
Essentially, the branding, the manner in which we deliver for the products, you as the end customer will never see us. It'll be entirely branded by the customer that we're delivering for. Let's take an orange e-commerce company, for example, right? So when you order from them, it'll be their jacket, the vehicle will be branded with their branding. When you click checkout, it'll say Orange e-commerce express, and it'll be delivered by quote unquote them. But the underlying technology, the underlying drivers that were trained, provided, as well as the EVs that were sourced, is done entirely end-to-end by me. And so that's what the meaning of white label, specifically in this context. And it's critical because not only does the branding gets preserved, but that client has full control over how I deliver that package under their requirements. It is almost like having an in-house division without the entire costs of actually building it out yourself.
Got it. Thank you.
Any other questions? I think that's it.
If there is no more question, thank you, Blitz,
Thank you.
for your presentation. We will now continue to the next startup.
Right. So for the next one, we would like to call Finexi. Any representative of Finexi? All right. So the rule is the same: 4 minutes for presentation and 3 minutes for Q&A. All right, it's 4 minutes for presentation, Pak, and then 3 minutes for Q&A.
I think you got the wrong presentation. Sorry, this next. I think this. I am uploading the different deck of it. Ah, okay. Sorry, bisa dicek file yang lain, Pak? Mungkin ada file yang lain?
Okay, maybe while we are checking the file, we can proceed with another startup first, if you don't mind. Okay, maybe you can go back and check the file first.
Okay. We're gonna go back to Assist Act later.
So now we are going to proceed with the next startup, Ringkas. Ringkas, the floor is yours. Oh. Can we please display the presentation for Ringkas?
Setelah tadi ada di ACC WhatsApp nggak itu Kak? Ringkasnya nggak ada. Ringkasnya nggak ada. Kalau ringkas nggak ada. Ringkas masih yang awal yang tadi. Yang awal dong, sebelum ini. Setelah ini. Sorry, balik. Yes, udah. Show.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Ryan from Ringcast. Maybe we can go to the next slide. Next one. Okay, so what we built is a modern mortgage platform where we connect with the home buyers to the banks and also to the property developers, where we connect everyone within our platform, where everyone can see the progress and monitor everything in real time. And then since we are a fintech, of course, that we are regulated by OJK and also we're ISO certified. Next one. And then what we do is, so let's say for the property buyers, they can just go to the property or the marketing gallery and then choose the product, and then the property buyers can actually do the pre-qualification of the customer in real time. Then after that, they can check which banks that they want to go, and then they can choose their PIC within our platform. And then, or the customer can go to our website and then register themselves to our website and then do the pre-qualification. Or they can go with our affiliate, which is we connected with the e-wallet company in Indonesia. We are working with OVO and Dana. And yeah, and then they can choose the banks and also the bank's PIC in our platform. Next. And then these are our bank partners. We work with the HQ and also with the branch level, with the big banks, small banks, and also the multi-finance in Indonesia. Next. And then we are live in the 150 projects across Indonesia in 47 cities. And then in monthly basis, we generated 1.5 to 2 trillion IDR a month. So we're pretty much quite sizable. We've been used in the big cities and also in the remote areas in the small cities. Next. And yeah, this is the pre-qualification that we're doing. So we check the KYC, we connected with the Dukcapil to verify the KTP, and then we check if the ID is verified. Then we connected to the credit bureau, and then in real time we can check their credit scoring. we can check their collectability and also their capacity checking before even we submit the application to the banks. Next. And then the customer can check their loan product or any credit facilities they want to choose, and then they can check several banks that they want to choose, and then with the rates and everything. And then so in one submission, we can, one application, we can submit to multiple banks at the same time. Next. And then as our B2B partner, we provide the dashboard for you to monitor every transaction, starting from the registration date up to the status. And then we have the history log, so everything will be monitored within our platform. Next. And then we also provide the analytic dashboard, so you can see the progress of every customer that you're processing. And then you can also check if this customer, like sending to multiple banks, you can check the SLA of every bank or every PIC from the bank. So it will be good also for you to use it for the like performance review, or like to see what can you do with your bank partner. Next. Next one. Yeah, and this is the summary. We provide 24/7 pre-qualification, and then everything that we do is pretty much transparent. So you can see everything, and then we have the history log, and then you can do it in your own way to see like what will be the best bank rates for you, and then what will be the best bank for you. Next one. And then this is our business module. So we don't charge anything to the customer, but we get the fee directly from the banks. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful presentation. Any questions for Ringkas?
Sorry, I'm Lugas. How do you convince to the more skeptic customers or prospective customers that are skeptic on data securities? Thank you.
Correct. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, it's gonna be difficult to actually convince the customer because, honestly speaking, we're not used to a digital mortgage. Because currently in Indonesia, if you want to apply for mortgage, they would like to see people. And then what's funny is they trust WhatsApp compared to like a licensed platform, right? And then they've been sending documents like their ID, any personal documents through WhatsApp, which is WhatsApp is like, it's untraceable. Once when you receive the documents, and then you can just forward it to anyone. So we've been doing a lot of effort to educate the customer. And then the way we process the customer, we ask for the consent of the customer. So the customer knows like what are we going to do with their data. And then the customer also will see it in our platform, like the customer, their data is being sent to which bank and then which PIC, and then what will be the status of their application. So it takes effort, but I believe like at the end of the day, with the trust that we've been building, with the transparency, and then with the OJK license and the ISO, yeah, we can get the trust from the customer. But the main challenge will be the digital transformation, because in the mortgage industry, everyone's still doing the manual. But we managed to work with one of the biggest property developers in Indonesia. So we handled their customer like through digital. So and then with our property developer, they can see everything in their platform, in our platform, all the traffic, all the progress of their customers. So instead of they're building their own system, then they can just use our system. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you.
Any more questions? We will count 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you so
Okay,
much
thank
for
you.
Ringkas.
All right, so we're now going to proceed to the next one, which is Rukita. We got representative from Rukita. Right, Rukita, the floor is yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Grace from Rukita. Pleased to be here. Next please. have some video to show you. So let's play the video first.
Can we play the video? Oh, unfortunately, the media is not
it's-
available.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's jump to the next slide. So let me tell you a bit about what is Rukita. So basically, Rukita is an asset management company that we provide the end-to-end solution with the top-notch standard of the quality and the same similar of the room itself across all of the Indonesia, with the combination of the technology-driven services as well. Next, please. So let me share a bit on our journey. We start in 2019 with less than 300 rooms available at that time. And we see a lot of exponential growth in just only 6 years with 21 times growth. Now we are at more than 30,000 of rooms available in 21 cities in Indonesia. And in 2022, we got the best digital marketing from SWA. 2023, as promising startup. 2024, Forbes Asia 100. And in 2025, from Financial Times, High Growth Company Asia Pacific. Next, please. So let me deep dive a little bit on what is the common challenge from the corporate to providing the accommodation for their employees. Usually, some of the property agents will have a different property agents in a different location. So each of the corporation needs to contact a different property agents, which very much hassle, right? The second one is inconsistency in standard and quality and experience as well, which I mentioned earlier. Some of the rooms in maybe one area is very much good, give a lot of much good experience, but in a different cities, the experience, the room of the standard is totally different. The third one, the housing needs from the corporate might be too varied. For example, for your employees, you need co-living. For your management, you probably need apartment. And for your business trips, you probably might need a hotel, which again, will go to the first point, you will need to contact a different agent to fulfill your needs. The fourth point, again, after you find a house, you still need to find a different vendors for your other needs. For example, laundries, who's gonna clean your rooms, who's gonna do the concierge service when receiving your employees to the housing, right? So next. So this is how Rukita providing the answer and the solution for your corporate. First, Rukita is available in 21 cities, as I have mentioned earlier. And with only one agent from Rukita, we can cover all your housing and needs across all Indonesia, just one agent. We manage them all. The second one, the inconsistency in standard and quality and the service. Well, Rukita is all well managed end-to-end from Rukita. So basically we manage all the property and we have a very high standard with the same full furnished with modern design, and we also equip with Wi-Fi, water heater, and AC as well. And etc. Like we can do the customization based on your needs. The third one, the housing needs to be are too varied. Well, I'm happy to tell you that we have co-living, we have apartment, we have hotel as well to basically fulfill your requirements. The fourth one, we have one vendor, all Rukita. So basically, laundry, housekeeping, and concierge service already there, without any additional cost. Next, please. And still many other perks. So we are being flexible from daily to yearly based on your needs. Easy invoicing, one bill for all your housing expenses. Accessible to concierge and amenities with hotel standard, like I mentioned, like we manage all the properties. So the amenities like towels, toiletries, and everything, it's basically is there.
All right, Rukita. So we have now to proceed to the Q&A session.
Already?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
wow.
your time is up.
That's fast.
Right. Thank you so much. So any
you.
questions for
Yes.
Rukita? Any questions so far for Rukita, or you guys can connect during lunchtime? All right. I think all good. Thank you so much,
Sure.
Bukita.
We have a booth outside, so we are here to listen to your inquiries.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so the next one would be, we're going to return to Assist X. We got the representative from Assist X. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your time. Please, my name is Didi. I'm from ASIS X. We are a platform that try to integrate enterprise intelligence to help the enterprise enable or faster business process using AI. Please, next. Okay, so basically from previous session, we understand that right now in the enterprise, understanding and capability of enterprise in executing the AI is basically vary from beginner to advanced, but our target market right now is focusing on the entry level one. So we right now have two product champion, what is we call asset vision, and the second one is access suite. So the first one is actually a solution that have to process visual data from a CCTV, and then based on our observation that almost every enterprise right now already install CCTV in their premises, but there is some limitation in that infrastructure, so we help them to leverage these infrastructures. And then second one is related with the document and text input processing, because most of the enterprise usually at some part of their business process always have interaction with a document. So based on our finding that most of enterprise already deploy or implement sophisticated IT system, but the system to be able to work properly, they need some data, they need some input. And the input or data that required to process the system usually scattered, distributed in different format. So that's our positioning. So we help the enterprise to be able to collect data from unstructured information. It can be from video, it can be from digital image, it can be from a digital document. And then we fusion those data, we make it the data more visible for the actionable intelligence at the end of the process. Next. Okay, so this is the more detail about our first products as vision. So basically, this solution is to leverage existing CCTV infrastructure in enterprise customer. So we able to do the detection for any visual input. So basically like this, CCTV is a standard surveillance infrastructures, but usually we need operator to monitor the information to capture the process that is appear in the video footage. Using our solution, we can automate those process. Why we able to do that? Because we have our own custom model, so we can customize based on specific business needs. And then we create our own centralized platform, so we can integrate various CCTV brand ecosystem that is already in place, so we do not need to replace existing infrastructure. And the last one, we have our unique technology for live stream comparison. So because specifically in Indonesia, bandwidth is very limited, so using our solution, we can enable this kind of process efficiently. Next. So this is some use cases. So we can able to capture data from video, and then we present it to dashboard and so on and so forth. Next. Sorry. So the time is up, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
time's up, Bapak. Thank you so much. You may remain on stage. Any questions for Assist X? The microphone, please. Yeah, you can mention your name and then straight your question.
Hi, my name is Benoit. Can you explain a little bit how you customize your models?
Okay. So there are some portion of some method of customization. So basically, using our use cases, we customize on, let's say, if the use cases is for CCTV, we customize the model to detect the specific object that the customer want to capture. So how to do the customization? We train the model using the data that we receive from the specific customer. Let's say the customer want to detect protective personal equipment, harness, let's say. Different company have their own model, so to be able our company, yes?
So there will be a human that would tag the image
Yes.
to train the model?
Yes.
Okay.
So we do it manually.
Okay, that answers your question, Benoit? Yes. Okay, thank you so much. Any other questions before we get to the end, to the next startup, because we still have a little bit over 1 minute? Okay? All good? Okay, thank you so much, Bapak. Thank you so much, SSX.
Now we will proceed with another startup, Candid. Any representative for? Okay.
Okay. All right. So that's what happens when you don't use AI to do your slides. So basically, just to introduce myself, I'm Jérôme, the CEO and founder of IPs. IPs is a tech recruitment company in Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore as a market, right? So every day we are using raw material called a resume, right, to judge or to try to get some insight about the people's skills, and more than that, not only the skills, but also the willingness to do something for a while. Okay, so, and that's an issue. I mean, we have an issue, us, right, which is AI. AI is a problem as much as a solution when you have a lot of inflated resume to deal with, right? So the issue for us is AI is creating a lot of noise and we believe that the business is still, I mean, we believe that there is a currency, the trust currency is getting tough to find in the market, okay? So Candid is basically a platform where we're gonna use AI, but also AIs, as you mentioned, right, with a pilot inside with a human in checking on what is going on. Okay, so Candid basically is a peer-vetted recruitment platform. It means that we have 3 stakeholders mainly. So maybe we have another slide. Do we? Not sure. Yeah, okay. So a resume, as I was mentioning, is a self-printed money, right? You do whatever you can put anything you want into it, and it's not exactly, trustworthy thing. And just today, right, just to give you some figures, 2 million of people are gonna change job this morning, right? Worldwide, 2 million people are changing job today based on this currency. Okay, so how do we make sure that everyone gonna have for let's say this part of the deal? So the platform is basically 3 stakeholders. Sorry, can we move to the next slide? Okay, so the platform has 3 stakeholders and only one mean, right, to make sure that everything which is in it is verified, trustworthy. So it's verified, gamified, and secured. Another figure, which is interesting, Microsoft and LinkedIn is making 18 billion USD revenue selling your data to me, right? So I pay huge amount of money to access some data. And somehow this data is yours. You make nothing. So the one thing we see as a recruiter, right, is the trust is broken, but also it takes time for you guys to entertain a perfect stranger who asks you pretty personal question about what's going to happen next, right? So as a software developer, for instance, we saw many candidates, and usually the best one, telling us, sorry guys, but I'm working. I'm monetizing my time, either to work for my employer or working on freelance platform, so time is money for these people. So to be clear, right, these candidate stakeholders, they want to make some money out of what they do, right? Their data, and why not their time? That's the first stakeholder. The second one is a vetter. A vetter is a professional who knows pretty well his domain, who knows pretty well what's going on in the landscape, and can help us to have a more insight about one individual. As a recruiter, the best thing I'm gonna do is to spend maybe 2 hours with a candidate before recommending to a company. But what if I get more, insight, more data points coming from people who are incentive to give me the truth, to tell me the truth, okay, about one specific individual. So that's what we are doing. And last thing, right? We are not, our skill set is changing every day, right? One day, every day, you mentioned it earlier today or so, you need to have new skills every day. So how to make sure that, I block my skills, I know that what I can do today, and this database is updated on real time somehow. So that's what is Candid about, actually. It's a platform.
I'm very sorry. Our time is up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's, okay, great. I just tease you people. I'm going to be there if you want to know the end of the story. I won't be.
Okay, so any questions for Candid?
Please.
We got a lot of questions.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Hi, my question is, I would like you to finish your pitch so that we could actually understand the last half of your pitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Very nice of him.
So, thank you very much for that. But I will play by the rules, right? So if there is no time, I'm happy to answer any question a bit later on. But just to know, right? Just basically, it's just make sure that you can monetize your network, your time, and your knowledge in this platform, and our currency is trust, right? But what that basically is about Candid.
Okay, next question.
I think that's me. Yes, I'm Anne.
Yes, hello, Anne.
Who is your target client, and what clear typical services you provide to
Okay,
them?
so I as anyone I'm waking up at night asking myself what gonna disrupt my good old business of headhunting and recruitment, right? And I believe it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that we don't. The data is currency. You need to have real data if you want to do if you want to help your clients to find the right individual. You need to have the right assessment, right? And so that's my clients are my actual clients. So today we work with big companies like, I don't know, Swift, Paynet, I don't know who else, Total, Kering. They are my actual clients in my old way to doing business. But actually, it's not something we're gonna replace my business. It's something gonna augment my actual business, which is helping companies to find the right skills and the right motivation and the right behaviors, right? We are not in the 1%. We are maybe, there is competitors trying to find the 1% the best, right? But there is 90% of the people, that still work somewhere, right? So our platform is more to incentive to be real, to be candid, more than inflating any skills that actually you don't have. So we believe, right? Most people can work with what they know. So that's what we are in, trying to find and to give incentive for people to keep it real.
So it's mostly the corporates.
Mostly, yes, companies which are hiring, yeah.
And potentially recruitment.
And anything,
well,
absolutely.
right?
And the idea is instead of me, right, or in my company to take the whole recruitment fee, is to manage incentive in the platform for the candidate, for the time, for the candidness, for vetters, for their, you can have a role in this platform, vetting for other professionals, and you're gonna be rewarded for that.
Okay, another quick question?
Yeah, please explain more how you verify the data and how you find this community of peers or vetters.
Okay,
right?
so today in my own database, in my IP's database, we have 400,000 people, and some are more junior and some are more senior. The more senior are able to help us to have better insight on the more junior one. So if you are knowledgeable in something, you maybe can vet for another individual. That's what we do.
Thank you so much.
Seems that
Thank
you've
you.
got a lot of questions. So you can visit the booth of Candid outside after the event during the lunchtime.
All right. Okay, so we're on to the next one, which is Ceritakan. Any representative from Ceritakan? Okay, we got the slide ready, but you have 4 minutes, and then we proceed to the Q&A. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone, good morning. My name is Ade Mawan. I'm a founder and CEO of Ceritakan.id. So what's Ceritakan.id is a mental health platform that we connect psychologists or counselor with a client. Next. Yeah, we create a space where every story is heard, understood, and supported. Next. So yeah, this is currently problem in Indonesia. We differentiate it to kind of problem. First is the crisis of mental health in Indonesia. As we can see in the slide that so many suicide cases in Indonesia currently. And then the highest prevalence depression syndrome is for young people. So this our issues in Indonesia. And another next problem in Indonesia is that mental health workforce gap in Indonesia. The shortage of clinical psychology ratio is too low from the standard from the WHO. So the another that clinical psychologists are eventually and distributed to country in to city in Indonesia. And the next problem is that lack of awareness mental health in Indonesia. So these three kind of problem that Ceritakan.id will solve this. And then for next, yeah, this is Ceritakan.id. So we are digital mental health platform that committed to bridging Indonesian gap in accessible and affordable of psychological support in Indonesia. Next. Next. Yeah, this is our service. We have a service with licensed psychologists. We call it as Pakar Cerita in ceritakan.id. And yeah, this is for the individual need expert for the psychological treatment. So we have 100 and more psychologists that partner with us in ceritakan.id currently. And the next. Yeah, in the next we have a peer counselor. The peer counselor is for individual for seeking a safe space to talk for the first time. So after from the peer counselor, the people can directly get intervention from the professional for the psychologist. Currently we have 50 peer counselor collaborate with us. Next. Yeah, this is our service for the event. We have some event in psychology custom, and then training, workshop, and etc. Okay, next. Yeah, and next we have some program for the mental health event too. We provide speakers in mental health terms. Okay, next. And another than that, we have education program for the people who need to become a peer counselor and peer support group, something like that. Okay, next. Next, yeah, this is we have another service, mental health checkup for everyone who need to check their mental health problem. Okay, next. And under that, we have employee assistance program for the company who need the enhance the employee well-being or workplace for the productivity. Okay, next. And this is our next development. So speaking about the AI, we will currently development of AI assistant program for the people.
All right.
Next.
Thank you so much, Pak. The time is up for presentation. We proceed to the Q&A session. So this is really interesting about mental health. Any questions? Yeah, please. You can mention your name and go straight to your question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ceritakan.id. My name is Fariza. Just to clarify that I found pretty much similar applications and, well, psychological service in Indonesia. There has been a lot, like dozens, I would say. Not to mention that we also have in BPJS Kesehatan, which also covers free psychological consultancy. So my question is, how would you convince people to choose your service while we also already have free psychological service via the BPJS insurance, and some people can also gain access to, let's say, ChatGPT, but of course it is controversial as well. So like, what's your proposition to people to choose your service over the others?
Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, for our mission is to bring the gap of Indonesia psychological problem in Indonesia, especially in mental health. So this is we build this platform to make this platform have collaborate with another psychological services or psychological company, something like that. So we want to become a competitor for there. We want to collaborate how to bring this mental health issues in Indonesia to make reduce as low as we can, something like that. So for this cerita.id, we want to become a partner or collaborator for psychological platform, especially for us. So we want to become the competitor, something like that, and bring this with cerita.id, we can make mental health so can accessible for everyone in Indonesia, something like that. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak. Any other questions for ceritakan.id so far? Okay, one question over here. Can we give the microphone? Yeah, it's coming.
Hello, my name is Satria. Can you explain the AI model for ceritakan.id?
Yeah, for currently, AI mobile is still under the development with our team. So this is just spill out of our development. So for the AI model, we will combine the CBT models in psychologists and with technological AI, how to get the assist for the user who need the psychological recommendation, something like that, and talk with Ceritakan, and they can get the recommendation how to solve the problem issues.
Thank you so much, Bapak. Perhaps you can continue the conversation later, and don't forget to book the slot with ceritakan.id. Thank you so much, Bapak.
Now we are going to proceed with WW Waste.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm Bruno Zisman. My presentation is done with AI. It's Gamma, to say it. Okay. So we are a company based in Singapore, but we have a subsidiary in Indonesia. We are digitalizing all the waste flow from the waste generator to incinerators or recyclers, going through material recovery facilities, and we are operating in Bali with a real collector of medical waste. And in Singapore, we are selling our system to big companies like Veolia or Semwaste. So next slide. Next. Okay. So this is our solution. So we are a SaaS platform with mobile applications and dashboards and portals. We have real-time dashboard. We calculate all the metrics for ESG reporting. And you can see an example of a dashboard on the screen. Next slide. Next. Next?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is our platform ecosystem. So you can see that we address the collectors with a driver mobile application. We address also the waste generators with a portal and a mobile application. We address the material recovery facilities, which are sorting the waste. Some of them are sent to recyclers, and some of them are sent to incinerators. And we have a brand portal for ESG reporting for industry. Next. So this is the waste we are managing. So e-waste, electronic waste, hazardous waste, recyclable waste, which is paper, plastic, glass, metal, and general solid waste, which are non-recyclable waste, and food waste, which are for HoReCa. Next. So this is our features. We have data analytics, we do compliance, we do AI and integration, and we have a blockchain traceability for the waste. Next. Next, we are going to pass this. Next. Next. So all the detail, you can speak to me after the next. 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 Okay, stop. this is the interesting part actually. Our system is driven by AI. So we have 3 agents. One is called Terra, which is helping the waste generator to sort their waste and to understand the waste strategy in the country, which is very important for Singapore, for example. Ruta, which is an agent which is analyzing the traffic, the past traffic and the current traffic, to route the trucks to go to collect without spending too much fuel and spending too much CO2. And Mira, which is an analytic agent to analyze the dashboards, data, and to give insight on what's happening and what are the forecasts of the next collect of waste. Next. So our system is working in Indonesia, in Singapore also. In Singapore, you can see some of our clients. We are really working on the zero waste nation strategy of Singapore, and we are really contributing to the development of the sustainable country in Singapore for 2030, which ensure that we are going towards a zero waste country. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much.
I don't have booths, so if you have to ask questions now.
Any questions?
Okay, so good.
There is one here.
Who are your top clients and in industries in general, I would say?
Collectors, waste collectors. Waste collectors like a big company like Veolia, which is a French company, and collectors who collect any type of waste. These are our biggest target.
Another questions?
Yeah, here. Do you have any connection with the blue economy about the recycling part, using waste as resources for a new product? And how do you see maybe your company use AI to create a new process of recycling and opening a new market, new product of, raw product as being in food recycling?
It's a difficult question.
Yeah,
there is
sorry.
3 questions in one. Okay, in 2 minutes, yes, okay, I can do. Okay, so first of all, you know that when you recycle waste, you have 2 branches of recyclability. You have the waste to energy, which is really used in Singapore because the Singapore government put in place incinerators to transform waste to energy, and you have also the transformation of plastics and all what we know in furniture and other things, or plastic again, doing bottles, foam bottles, and so on. So this is the main things I see in the recycling. Now applying AI to find new way to recycle. I don't have the vision yet of this, but probably there is. It's an interesting path to look for, but I haven't been there yet, because you have to understand that we are more on the collection side and the recovery side, and then the recyclers are the last in the chain. So we are working with some plastic recycler in Singapore, and with one big recycler of plastic also in Indonesia, who is doing biofuel. But I cannot go much further in. But it's interesting question.
Another quick question. Okay.
Yes, maybe. Go on. You have a mic? You have a mic?
That's microphone.
My question is that are you currently operating in do you have clients in Indonesia or any other countries that the waste management industry hasn't been well incepted yet to the industry? And what are your strategies to convince the players?
Okay, so we have, it's going to be difficult here. Actually, we are developing our product in developing countries like Indonesia, Philippines, other countries, and developed countries like Singapore, Australia, and other countries in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, maybe another.
We can meet anytime.
Anytime, yeah.
So
Thank you very much.
please
Thank
give
you.
him a round of applause.
All right, so thank you so much. Right. So on to the next, which is Sambu. We got representative from Sambu.
I think this is the last slide. If you may go to the first one. Let's start from the beginning. Hi, everyone. My name is Claudio. I'm the CEO of Sembu AI, and this is the first one. Thank you so much. So we use AI to automate how insurance are processing the medical claims from hospitals. Next slide. If you have been to an hospital in Indonesia, you know how long is the administrative process. It might take a few hours just to be admitted into your room, and up to 6-8 hours just to be discharged at the end of the process. Next. The main reason why the process is so long is because the hospital has to create a very lengthy documents with all the consumables, drugs, medication that they have given to you. And next, once they finish compiling this document, the insurance has to verify with the terms and conditions of your policy if they can fully cover the entire procedure or if there are some expenses that the patient has to pay out of pocket. Next. The problem is so big that the Indonesian Insurance Association has estimated that only in 2024, the Indonesian insurance company has lost over $400 million because of frauds, waste and abuse, and the length of this process. Next. So in the last 1 year, we started this year this company, and we interview a few hundreds directors, head of, and VPs in insurance industries. More than 80% of them agree that AI is the technology that will enable them to finally solve this problem. And they identify mostly 3 key drivers. The first one is how to obtain quality and clean data to start this process. The second one is how to automate all the manual workflows that has been already implemented in their company. And the third one is how to better detect fraud, waste, and abuse that are very common at the moment, not only in Indonesia, in the medical industry. Next one. So to solve the first problem, how to obtain the data, we create an OCR technology. We already discussed some other technologies today that extract this information directly from PDFs, JPEGs, images, and Excel files. This technology can directly be implemented on the server of the client, so it's fully compliant with PDP and data processing rules. It takes only 4 weeks to be implemented because our goal is to prove the ROI immediately to our clients, so then we can continue an iterative process. And we are selling it for a fixed license fee per year because we understand that especially Indonesian companies, they are very sensitive and predictability of the cost is a driver in adopting AI. Once the data are clean and extracted, then we can start implementing the automation process. Next one. For the automation process, what we did was to build a workflow of AI agentics that are automating the repetitive part of the tasks, such as verifying the eligibility, approving the coverage, verifying the completeness of all the documents. And this will allow the human team to focus on the more complex cases and how to improve the customer experience of people that are in pain and they need their insurance to be a supporting partner in that moment. Next one. Once the automation part is concluded, then we can finally address the frauds, waste, and abuse. It will be way easier for insurance to understand what are the drivers that are causing them the leakage of the cost once they have automation in place and full visibility of the data. And they will use the ability of the AI to analyze the information, but they will always rely on the human judgment to the final call. We don't believe that the AI will be able, at least for the moment, to fully automate the workflows. Next one. So we build an end-to-end platform that is modular. It can allow different needs for flexibility in the companies. Next one. And our approach is to solve one problem at a time, be very specific, have a very light implementation for the internal team, and provide easy win first. Next one. At Sembu AI, we help insurance companies to generate ROI for managing the claim. We already received an investment from Iterative VC, the most active VC in Southeast Asia at the moment, so we're not looking for investors. But if you have connection in the insurance industries, we're really looking forward to speak with you and with them. Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Sembu.ai. Right, so any questions for Sembu.ai? Okay, wow, we got questions, we got a lot of questions. So we got, what is that? The runner? The first question over here? Here, Benoit, this one.
You guys can hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest barrier for Indonesian insurance to adopt your? Okay, so the question is the biggest barrier to adopt AI technology in the insurance in Indonesia. I would say that the biggest complexity is that this technology is changing very fast. So every 3 months we go through a new redesign of the product just because models change, technologies change. It's very fast, while instead decision makers for directors and managers it still stays in the past. They don't have the urgency to change, especially in the insurance, they're very afraid to do mistakes. And so it takes very long for them to decide on something that it should be fast, it should be iterative, and it should start with a budget that increments with the ROI. So our recommendation is start very small with the objective that you want to solve as a manager, and then start growing as much as you can prove the ROI. I would say the human part of the decision making is the hardest part at the moment.
All right, thank you. Next question.
Hi. How many hospitals have you deployed your solutions in?
So our main customer at the moment are insurance companies. We don't have to deploy on the hospital. The hospital is a source of information. We retrieve the claim directly, whether from the hospital or from the third-party administrator that are processing the claim on behalf of the insurance, or directly from the insurance channel, digital, and so on. We have analyzed over 3,000 claims coming from over 3,000 different providers, and we have already identified what are the patterns within those drivers. So what we can do is also help the insurance to understand how is the utilization on the different hospitals, which one are saving more costs and which one are less efficient.
All right, thank you. Next question. Silakan. That's the microphone. All right, thank you.
Yeah, could you tell us more about the AI automation part? Like, do you use like some kind of third-party tools like NFN or something else?
We do not. We build fully internally. I would say it's a mix of, there are so many tools to learn and to adopt that even for internal teams it's hard to continue doing R&D. You can for sure automate some parts with NAN, but then when it comes to enterprise stability, what the companies are looking for is actually being able to deploy something that it doesn't break and it cannot be iterated by the internal team. Something that, for example, is very counterintuitive, but there are a lot of tools in which the internal team of the insurance could already start processing by themselves. The problem is that the decision makers don't want internal people to potentially break the technology. And so that's why they want to rely on a third-party vendor that is using some technology that are already proven while it keeps doing R&D on the technology. And we believe that the collaboration between startups that are very agile, very fast, but they understand also the corporate dynamics, and corporate that have the budget and want to move faster, is the only way in which in Indonesia we can adopt AI fast.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the question.
So the time is almost up. Thank you so much, Claudia. Thank you so much, Sembu.
Thank you.
So on to the next one, which is Vizier. All right, so the floor is yours.
Okay, so that's it. All right, so it's not slides this time, it's vibe coding. Let's see if it's any better. So basically, Vizier.io, what is Vizier.io? This time is not an application startup, is a pretty deep tech startup. So it's basically a layer, right, an infrastructure, multi-cloud that can somehow, we try to solve one big thing, which is either company can, maybe you can go up there, can you?
Can you go up?
No, you don't want to? That's done, I believe. But okay, you can go build for everyone who builds the future. So basically, if I give you an analogy, right? So we have software as a service is great, right? Because when you have one software and you are a marketer, you love your HubSpot or anything, and that's great because it fixes your problem. But at the same time, you're going to create another problem for your IT manager somehow, which is your data are going to be somewhere else. And actually, the software as a service company, and I guess quite a number of you have or are developing software as a service, you have to take care of data which is not yours, right? You need to secure data which are not yours. So either you go for software as a service, which is a great product, but gonna, for one, create another problem, right, for your IT managers, or you need to have your own servers, in prem, and that's its, DevOps material. It's huge, complicated. Google, they have many people to manage their platform. You have lesser, right? So how can we do to reconcile the best of the both worlds, meaning having your application running on your infrastructure? Actually, the answer is kind of simple somehow. it's if you imagine a highway, right? So I don't know, from Jakarta to Badung before, it took 3, 4, 5 hours to go, and you need to be a pilot if you want to go fast. But now they created highway, so everyone can go 150 kilometers because it's the same infrastructure somehow. It's the same road, it's the same principle. But there is a set of rules, and there is some material, asphalt, let's say, who can help you, everyone, to become a pilot somehow. That's what Vizir is, if I can take this analogy. It's a layer that you can put on any kind of cloud, Google, Azure, anything, who can, with the SDK, so you can build your own product, or you can tweak some product, and run them into your own cloud without any DevOps, right? So it's a kind of pretty technical product. I'm not sure how many people here are very technical. Actually, I'm not. My CTO was supposed to be here, but he's not. But it's basically what we're gonna fix, right? For I don't know, Nathanael left, but it's to make sure that you have your privacy, you have your sovereignty of your data, but with some comfort of software as a service at the same time, right? So that's what Vizir is doing. Maybe you can scroll for people to have more questions.
Scroll up, please.
Scroll up or down or any. Okay, so that basically, that the fourth product that our Vizio.io is doing, right? A cloud SDK means that we give you the whole libraries, the components libraries that, it's free, it's open source. And so you can use it to build your own products. Then after, you have the runtime engine and the cloud manager. So you can build, you can deploy. You don't have to have any DevOps, right? To deploy your cloud native application. And then after, you can manage your environment. Users, data, and application are running in the same environment. That's somehow what it is in a few words.
All right, thank you so much. So we open the question and answer session for Vizir. Any questions so far?
Yes.
Okay.
Could you give us a few real-life example of how you build something onto the cloud?
Okay, I can. So basically, it's to develop an application, right? You can run it on your laptop. You can, it was a way to, before, you and me, we put some disk into the laptop or whatever, we buy a product and we deploy it locally, right? That's one way. The only other way is to do a software service, right? It's to build something in the cloud that somehow I need to go reach, put my data, and it's gonna work on it, right? Here is the same. Any kind of developer, Vizir.io, it's the same that developing an app for the cloud, right? It's more than developing an app for your own need, but putting it in the cloud with no risk, right? So I don't know if I'm clear. Actually, I'm most probably not. So it's just any kind of developer without DevOps experience can create something, put it on the repository, click one button, and then it becomes cloud accessible. Is it clear? Better? Better. It runs on your own. So basically, yes, good question. You can choose any kind of hosting capabilities you want, right? So it's on actual cloud, but it's your, it's equivalent of on-premise because it's your hybrid cloud. I can say that, right? So basically, you're gonna turn on an infrastructure which is not yours, but with your rules and your access only. So that's what, it's a layer on normal infra, like Google or anything, but that somehow create boundaries on your own capabilities.
Okay, any other question?
How do you compare what you are doing with the tools that exist already that makes compatible all the cloud platform?
API, you mean, for instance?
No, there are tools, I forget the name, I asked my developers, but they don't answer to me, it's lunchtime. We use a tool that we are on AWS, but we can migrate on Google Cloud or Azure in a very short time because we use an interface that allows us to do it very easy.
Okay.
And what you are doing finally is that you can deploy in any clouds?
Yes.
Okay, so
actually, Yeah, so basically you can even use many clouds at the same time, right? So the idea is a layer above it, right? So above your, what they call a K8, right? Your Kubernetes, you have an orchestration system, and this orchestration system can run on one or many clouds. And so you don't have to have all your architecture on one specific cloud. You can manage with this layer any kind of cloud. So moving, it's embedded that actually you are not depending on a specific cloud. Yeah, so you can transfer it.
Okay, thank you so much. Time is up.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much to Vizier.
Next one, we are going to discover Duluin. Any representative from Duluin?
Okay. Okay, Pak, the floor is yours.
Please bear with us, guys. It won't be long.
Hi everyone, my name is Ahen. I'm from Duluin. We built an integrated SR platform. I'm presenting for AI Summit 2025. Next. Okay, Duluin is all-in-one SR platform in Indonesia. We are established in Jakarta, November 2023. Our first product is Duluin Gajian. That's the earn with access. So the employee can withdraw, can access the salary every day in a month. Besides of that, we are developing Workin. Workin is an SR management system. We are helping the employer to manage the employees and also the document and the others. Next. Yeah, the problem is we are not every single business owner that facing the same problem. The problem is the highest turnover rate for the employees and also the working capital to give access for financial to the employees. Yeah, by doing Gajian, we are providing unlimited access to the employees and also helping the employers. Next. That's how we are visualize the problem. The red line is, you know, every payday we have a lot of money. But after 20 days of the month, yeah, you know, yeah. So with Duluin, we can withdraw, we can access our salary as daily basis in a month. So we can secure every single day in a month. Next. Yeah, this is our market. Indonesia have 145 million of worker registered in BPS. And the non-permanent and formal blue-collar worker, they have 52 million. 21 million is coming from outsourcing employees in Indonesia. Why we are focusing on outsourcing? We have 4 strong reasons. The first is prioritize capital to pay the payroll. The second is limitation in providing the employee loan. The third, the employee job status unbankable. The fourth is direct impact to UCK implementation. Next. Yeah, what's the difference between online predatory loan or pinjol with unweighted access? The first, cost of financing, we are more affordable compared to pinjol. The data privacy, we are only access the data from the company, not accessing to the contact and also the media social. The financial stability, we are give an access according their portion of working and also their needs, not offer financing to potentially for debt trap. And then sort of repay, we are coming from the paydays and the pinjol for the others. Next. Yeah, this is the simulation between EWA of Duluin Gajian and pinjol. We are 4 times lower compared to pinjol, and we don't have any additional charge. Next. Yeah, this is our future development within few years. We have 6, financial flexibility, investment, protection, marketplace, education, financial freedom. Next. This is our traction. We already disbursed 374 billion of rupiah with 160,000 of transaction of withdrawal. You can see in the graph we are massively growing from January 2024 to October 2025. Now we still have a 0 non-performing loans, and we already profit since second month we left in February 2024. Next. This is our milestone. Next. Yeah, this is our achievement from national and international. Next. Yeah, this is the founder, Isa as CEO, Radius as CBO, Figra CIO, RD CTO, and me as CEO. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any questions for Duluin?
So previously you said that you are able to control the cash, whether it's from the corporate or the employee itself, right? And I assume you also connected with the license wallet or directly to the bank. Is it correct or not?
Sure. Yes. Correct.
Okay. Okay. So the corporate also able to create a certain program regarding for the employee loan with your application.
The product is on us.
The product is on you.
Yeah.
I see. Okay then. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
basically we are providing access to the employees to withdraw their salaries in advance. No create some pinjol. We are helping the company to provide the working capital to give an access to the employees to withdraw their salary.
Next question from Anne.
So, just for me to understand, who are your clients? It's the corporates?
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, you're doing an advance on salary payment.
Yeah.
From the employer.
From the employer.
Okay.
Sure.
And is it prorated? I mean, if I'm on the 15th of the month, can I withdraw the whole salary? I mean, what are the securities? I mean, and because so your business model, if the corporates are your clients, then it's an app and there's a subscription, I imagine. Or
Yeah.
do you make you do business model? I'm interested in the business model and how do you secure potential
Yeah. Okay.
risks?
The first is the business model. We are charged the platform fee. For every employee who withdraw the salary through duluin gajian, we charge the platform fee. The average is, that's variative, but the average is like 3%. So the client is, we are collaborate with the association, and also thank you for BNV, we are collaborate with BNI Bank to grab the partner, to drag the companies. So the repayment, when the payday, they can split the invoice from us, the reimbursement of disbursed from us, and also the rest disbursed to the employees.
So how do you navigate the risk of the employee
Okay.
leaving before the end of the year, the month?
Okay, the risk is we do the risk analysis for the employers, for the company.
Okay, sorry, guys. But in view of your population, that might be a population at risk, right? I mean, these are potentially employees that would, they're mostly blue collars, right?
Yeah, blue collar.
So blue collars would potentially leave. You know, they don't necessarily have a 3 months notice period whatsoever.
Sure. We do the accrual basis, depend on how many working days.
Thank you so
Yo,
much,
thank you.
Duluin.
All right, thank you so much, Pak. And on to the next, which is the second to last, so bear with us. So this one is Whale. We get a representative from Whale. Okay, please proceed. Ibu.
Okay. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. So I'm Indah from Well Indonesia. So so basically Well is a product AI native to build for the retail brand and also the corporate brands. So yeah, next. So yeah, at Well, our goals is to help them to unlock the full potential of the drive revenue and also how to maximize the ROI through the data-driven insight. So and then next, we were found out in the Guangzhou, China in 2017, and then we already cooperate with the 600 brands in worldwide, and then we already expand our in the APAC and also Europe and the US. And then now today, next, we already partner with over 600 across diverse university from the fashion, luxury, F&B, automotive, and also electronic. Now, and for Indonesia, we already collaborating with the Canmo Group, OCBC and ESP, and also Oppo, Blibli, and Giordano. Next. So, yeah, here's the 4 prior products of our AI. So basically, we help brands to see with our AI CCTV, and we also help brands to hear with our smart eco badge. I'm also using this my personal use for the AI summary for my every meeting minutes. And then we also have like Alivia is like a AI agent. It's a customized based on your best knowledge of your enterprise. And then last is a Harbor, is a content management, so we can capture every campaign, every the content in the social media and also e-commerce platform. Okay, next. Let's see on the space side. So this is our AI CCTV and our AI hub. So we can use our existing existing CCTV tool. So basically, our CCTV is also can capture any like security, safety, and also they can give like actionable data insight in your offline store. And also they can do the auditing on the remote audit and also on-site audit. Okay, next. So I have a use case from the Giorgio Armani. So basically on Giorgio Armani, we can capture from the existing CCTV, we capture all the passerby. So how many people like walking in front of your store, so we know like all organic traffic of the mall, is it prime enough for the location? And then we can also capture on the inserted. So in the insert is the people see on the inside of your store to make sure A/B testing of the store window display is optimization. And then over that, we also capture the entry rate. So for an entry rate, we remove the duplication of the repeat customer. We exclude the staff. And then we also can capture the customer demography from the ages, specific number, 39, 35. And then we also, the gender, right? So we also capture like insert analytic from the heat map, dwell time, and also the conversion rate from the fitting room to the cashier area. Okay, next. So for example, like Adele, so they have like 100 of like stores, and then they have like auditing once a month, but we changed that with the video language model. So we decided like visual auditing twice a day from the once a month, and then we spotted with the AI detection, we spotted like a messy servers, like missing devices, and also the customer experience improvement. Okay, next. Okay, next again for the echo. So this is echo for ourselves.
All right, Ibu, I have to cut you off because time is up right now.
Okay, right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
And
much.
we are open for questions right now. Any questions for Whale?
Okay.
Okay, over there? Over there? Okay, the microphone is coming. Can you please mention your name and then your question? Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Iksan. I think it's very interesting for you to explain everything that you have right now. So can you please elaborate more regarding your product of the Echo itself? I think it sounds interesting, I believe.
Okay, okay. Can we go back to the echo slide for my OCBC use case?
Can we go back to the slide? Yeah.
Okay. So for example, for the OCBC use case, they are using for the credit card sales team in the mall and across in Jakarta. So they had to trouble keeping sales quality consistent. So with the Echo, they could automatically check if the sales agent is saying the right things regarding the product information, and also they also like were performing which best, and then they really have like boost conversation rate. So it's also reduce the risk of the violation. And then from this one, we also know like what is the back patches, and then what is the engagement rate of the customer and also the sales team. I think that's all from the Echo. And then for the personal things, yeah, it can be used for your meeting minutes, for everything that AI summary, the AI summary, I mean like the AI summary that every meeting minutes, so it will be like highlighted which need to be next action and also what to improve. I think that's all for the Echo. Any question regarding the...
Any other question? Yeah. Okay. Can we get the microphone over here? Yeah, over there. Thank you.
Thank you. So specifically for this one, are there some privacy issues to be recorded in shop?
Okay, so basically, this one is also is automatic. It can be like turn on, turn off. It's based on your needs, right? So basically, it's privacy. Every time when the OCBC person like talk like imagine like you are also calling the customer service, right? They also like, okay, this one is recorded for our database security and privacy, right? So in this case, they also using to know like the customer that we are recording our conversation, right?
Do they say no sometimes?
I think there are no complaint at all because like it's also like a good for them because like some sales credit card they promising like, okay, this is free, your annual free for the whole lifetime, right? But it's actually not, right? They need to pay the annual fee every year.
All right. Thank you so much. So 10 seconds left. So yeah. So thank you so much, Ibu Indah from Whale. Thank you so much. And on to the next.
So I promise you guys this will be the last startup that we have here before lunch. So we'll invite Socratek to the stage and deliver your presentation.
Hi. Thank you for the time and good evening. So my name is Brian. I'm the founder and CEO of Socratek, and today we want to talk about fraud. Go to the next slide, please. So I think as an Indonesian, fraud is almost becomes our day-to-day life. You get a phone call from someone claiming to be government, someone claiming to be the e-commerce platforms. In fact, if you look at the data, OJK just report this 1 year, 2024, it's almost $422 million fraud losses since just only this year. And Indonesia has increased 2 times in terms of number of fraud since 2023. And it's not about money laundering and other stuff. It's just digital scams. And one of the biggest reasons why this is happening is, next slide. Because the digital payment is growing rapidly and getting more complex. One of the highest channels, for example, QRAs, has increased into almost $42 billion for BI Fast, and is increasing almost 53% year by year. With this payment infrastructure getting more rapid and more complex, banking infrastructure, payment infrastructure need to keep up. But the challenge is, next slide, risk teams are always behind. Almost all the banking system, they are stuck with the legacy system. Imagine if you're part of the risk team, you find a sophisticated pattern to catch the fraud, but you need to take 30 days to just deploy the rules. By the time the rules get deployed, the fraudsters already changed their patterns. So this is one of the biggest issues. The second issue is that some of them doesn't even have fraud detection system. So most of the decisions are manual, slow, and expensive. So what happens is that they just pray that fraud not happen to their banks. That's why we created Socratek. Next slide. So we created a risk intelligence platform for the banks and the payment gateway so they can real-time monitor all the transactions, they can block it, do a manual review in real time. The second, we want to help them to write and test rules in minutes, not 30 days, not 90 days. Imagine like a no-code platform, you just drag and drop, you create the rules, you click deploy, and it goes live. And the last one is backtesting. So one of the biggest reasons it takes 30 days is because risk team they're getting scared to getting fired, because if they create stricter rules, they can block a lot of transactions. And if they create a loose rules, a lot of fraud happens. So what we created is a backtesting to simulate the rules before it goes live. Next slide. So here's how it works. Imagine you're building like a workflow. You identify a threat, a suspicious pattern. You build the rules with our AI assistant, and you can just deploy it within 15 minutes. So there's no other reason why you should not deploy your rules as soon as possible. Next. So this is how it works for all the data that's coming, login data, transaction, device data, will come into our fraud detection system. They build the rules. We had all the end-to-end system within Socratek. We can build rules, for example, if the client send a lot of small amount transfer, goes to review, there's a late night transactions, goes to review it. So all this rule will happen in real time. Next. compared to other platforms, what we do is that we are no-code end-to-end. We help them deploy rules as soon as possible. And the second is that we don't need a consultant to just build your own fraud detection system. Everything is no-code. You can do it yourself. And then last slide. And the government is on fire as well. They push all the bank and payment gateway to have fraud detection system.
Time
That's
is
why we're here.
up. Thank you,
Thank you.
Socratic. Any questions from Socratic from the floor? Maybe people are hungry. Okay, one question there in the back. Oh, okay. So no question for Socratic. Thank you very much for all the presentations, for your enthusiasm to participate in this session.
All right, now we would like to invite all of the presenters today to go back to the stage and receive the souvenirs from the committee.
Yeah.
Please. You can return to the stage, everyone. Every
We
single
invite
presenter.
all the presenters to the stage.
Yeah.
For a quick photo session and
for the souvenirs as well.
Souvenirs, yeah.
Please.
Please.
Okay, have we got everyone? And we would also like to invite Reza from La French Tech Indonesia and Anne as well.
And Anne, yeah.
The two of you.
Yeah.
To hand out the souvenirs to all of the to all the representatives from the startups, please. All right, now let's give a round of applause to all the presenters, all the startups. And we're gonna take a picture together right now. Okay, we're done? Thank you so much. You may return to your seat. So once again, we would like to invite corporate partners to connect with the startups via the web app.
It's very true. Right? Isn't it self-making money, right? They respect the number of deals done every day.